What if your dividend checks could double without adding another dollar? SCHD investors have seen their dividend payments grow fast. How long until yours doubles? With the rule of 72, you can predict exactly when your dividend income will 2x. Let's break it down. Welcome back to Simply Money. Today we're looking at how to double your dividend payments using the rule of 72, and we're using SCHD as an example. Those of you that follow the channel know that SCHD is one of my favorite dividend ETFs. That's my personal favorite. This is not financial advice. I'm not telling you to go buy SCHD. Do your own due diligence. We're using this as an example to show how you can predict your dividends and how fast it will take for them to double. Dividends are one of the best ways to build passive income, but most investors don't realize how quickly their payouts can grow. One of the top performing dividend ETFs, SCHD, offers strong dividend growth and high yield. By using the rule of 72, you can estimate exactly when your dividend income will double and how to make it happen even faster. One of the problems is slow dividend growth. A lot of ETFs may start with a high yield, but the dividend growth is slow, and that hinders how long it will take for your dividend payment to double. A lot of investors feel their dividend income isn't growing fast enough, but here's what they're missing. One, they don't account for compound growth. That's a key factor. The CAGR. How fast is the dividend growing year over year? The higher the dividend growth rate, the faster your dividend payment grows. Two, they overlook the impact of reinvesting dividends. The power of getting a dividend and then buying more of that same ETF is so incredible. Check out the video I've done here on showing SCHD with the dividends reinvested and how that increases the number of shares you own, thus also adding to how fast your dividend payments grow. Between the dividend reinvestment and the CAGR, you are accelerating the dividend payments that you're getting. Third, they invest in ETFs or stocks with low dividend growth rates. They may be lured in because with like SCHD, you have a 3.5% dividend payment, but it has an 11% dividend growth, where they might be more enticed to buy into something that has a 5% dividend, but a 1 or 2 or 3% dividend growth. Or they get into the high yield 10, 11, 12%, but there's zero dividend growth. You're actually staying the same amount of dividend, but it's losing purchasing power year over year. Dividend growth is a huge factor. But what if you could predict and accelerate when your dividends will double? The rule of 72 plus SCHD, the secret to doubling dividends. Let's take a look at this. The rule of 72 is often used to see how fast your investment will double. If I have $100,000 invested that's earning 10% interest, it'll take 7.2 years to double if I'm not adding anything to it. But we can also use the rule of 72 to find out how fast your dividends will double based on their growth rate. Here's the formula. 72 divided by the dividend growth rate equals how many years it takes to double. Let's apply this to SCHD, which currently has a dividend yield of 3.7%. The dividend growth rate for 10-year average has been 11%. If SCHD's dividend continues to grow at 11% per year, you'd take 72 divided by 11, and that would give you 6.5 years. That means your dividend payout could double in just 6 to 7 years. And that's without adding anything to it. That's also without reinvesting your dividends. That's strictly putting an amount into SCHD, collecting that dividend. The amount that you're collecting would double within 6 to 7 years, but you can accelerate that. Here's a real-life example, $50,000 in SCHD. Let's just say that you invest that today. With a 3.7% yield, you'd earn $1,850 in dividends for that next year. May not seem like a lot. I understand $1,800 in a year isn't going to make or break, allow you to be financially free. But in 6.5 years, your dividend payout has doubled to $3,700 per year. In another 6.5 years, that doubled again to now $7,400 a year. In 20 years, you could be earning over $15,000 per year in dividends without adding another dollar. The key takeaway is high dividend growth equals faster compounding, which equals bigger passive income. The CAGR is so important when investing for dividends. See, the rule of 72 isn't just for stock market returns. It's a powerful tool for dividend investors. By investing in high growth dividend ETFs like SCHD and reinvesting dividends, you can double your passive income in just a few years. Imagine even if you're retired and you're living off of your dividends, in 6 or 7 years that you're getting twice as much dividend than when you began. Instead of losing buying power, you're actually gaining purchasing power. It's an amazing tool. Are you investing in SCHD or perhaps in some other dividend ETF or dividend stocks? What does the rule of 72 show you that it'll take how many years until you can double your dividend? Share that in the comments below. What is your dividend growth rate? If you like this video, hit that like and subscribe button. And don't forget to hit that bell for the notification of future videos. And I appreciate you joining me today on Simply Money, and we'll see you next time.